Hello, weekenders, and welcome to our next adventure. We are here in Epcot today for the annual pass holder preview of Moana Journey of Water. Um, couldn't get in front of the attraction to film this, so I got the full fountain in front of Journey of Imagination. How you know Journey, and that's the Journey of Imagination, but that's on water, so I figured it made sense. But so we got in right at 9 o'clock this morning. There was a long line. We've been in line for about an hour to join a virtual queue. So we are in group 8. We're waiting for that to get called. It said about 40 minutes. So hopefully that's accurate. And then we will go and peruse and show you guys what Journey of Water is. Have some fun with that, playing around and exploring that experience. And then we'll give you guys our thoughts on it. So we are super excited. This is one of the first really big benefits we're getting from our annual pass holder membership, and we are excited to go and explore. So come along, let's go. All right, so we are headed back over. There's Bree. Say hi, Bree. Bree wave. Bree wave to the people. But we got called back. It's only been about 20 minutes. So the queue went pretty quickly, but I thought it might be we were only group 8. All right, so we just got called back. We were back in line. You come back. What was that, Bree?
Another line.
So we came back over to the entrance. We had to come down up here inside Spaceship Earth and then show them our virtual passes, which I had on my phone. And now we are waiting in line to actually get into the attraction. So
that's the one where you go.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Interactive water feature. So the journey is all about the water cycle, how water connects us. And there is unbelievable walking this cool mist. There's a little fountain right there. The first step on the journey is going to be rain. I guess we're going to show you as much of this as we possibly can with a full walkthrough. So there may be some spots where we pause for a minute just because the line pauses. People are taking photos. But first stop here is rain. That's where the cycle begins. You also have to watch as we go through here. There's hidden characters from Moana hidden throughout the rocks. Like right there is Tafiti, I think. So rain cycle here. So watch the familiar shapes in the rocks.
So because they're letting so many people in at one time, the line is so backed up that it's actually kind of hard to be able to enjoy each of the pieces. Like we just went by rain, 8 people in front of it, can't really, take a second to look at it with feeling like you're backing up the whole line.
So hopefully we can hear this. That was pretty cool. All right, so I wanted to let you guys quick updates. So the line before we actually entered the attraction is about 20 minutes. And it is still basically a line once we've gotten in here, as Ray just pointed out. I think that's probably going to be the case as long as this is brand new. After a little while, it'll probably settle down a little bit. This is going to be a lot of fun once it settles down and you're not waiting in the line quite as bad. But until then, it's still been enjoyable so far. We'll keep going and see what else we can find. Okay, so the section you just saw Bree here in was green. And then we're going to carry from there over to wetland. There is a dry path that way, which Bree's going to take. And then the wet path, I'm going to go on over here. So.
Hey!
Please stay home. So I'm just going to walk through water here. Then we're on to spring. This looks like it gets really wet, guys. Oh, okay. So I'm going to hand the camera off to Bree so she can film. All right, here we go. Ready? Put your hand out. Supposedly the water is going to follow my hand as high as I take it. And then gone. And back. Oh. The next section here is land. And it's about how land is shaped by water. So we'll go here again. And there's an interactive point at the end, but there's another dry path and a wet path. So we're going to cut through here, and the water cuts off as we go through. So very cool. Final section here is the lake. And there is a long line here to get a photo with this amazing statue here. So that is really cool. Next section is right here, and it is river. It's a river. It's also got the jumping fountains. That's kind of been looping through the whole ride, whole attraction, has been these jumping rivers. I think Reed showed them to you a little bit earlier. So on to the next step. All right, I think ocean might actually be the first really wet, risk of getting wet section. There's a jump right here. Oh, that's right in my face, right in the face. So let's show you. I think Bree just got wet too.
All right, well. Low wet. Oh. It feels good though.
Definitely right. It's like jumping, but it's not quite jumping all the way.
It's like in front of Figment where it jumps the pond.
Yeah, but it crashes a little bit, so sometimes. Oh, yep. Okay. Now let's see what Bree can do here with the big. All right. So there's a whole group of people here. We're trying to make it explode. Let's go see if I can help. It's down, ready?
Oh, wait.
This is pretty cool. Okay, I have to say, the coolest part so far is ocean. For sure. Ocean is the coolest. It is just, what do you think? Is ocean the coolest section so far?
Ocean is by far the coolest section.
There's also a little splash pad right over here. I don't want to show you too much because there's kids in it. But a little splash pad with like just water spraying up in there. That was really cool. So we're going to Sky next, guys. So we're nearing the end, and we're at Sky. So looks like this is the opposite side of where all the fog was earlier. So that's really cool, guys. You can kind of see how much fog there is here. Want to join me in the fog, sweetheart?
Honey, this isn't HHN. I can't join you in the pod.
Okay, and it's right by the end, but they do have one of the fancy water fountains, which is always nice. In case you guys didn't know, this is a recent addition to our list of park items, is this nice little green water bottle that seals up like that and attaches to my Disney Parks bag. But we'll make sure this water bottle is added to our Amazon list. It's great. We each have bigger ones that we use throughout the week, but this one is perfect size for when you're on the road, on the run. Doesn't take up much space. But now let's go find somewhere to sit down and give you guys our overall thoughts on the journey of water, Moana. So we have finished. I'm going to say real quick that as we got further into the attraction, the crowd seemed to disperse a little bit more.
We got a little better.
There's a little bit more room for everybody to kind of spread out, and it got a lot better on that aspect. But what were your thoughts on the attraction itself?
The attraction itself is stunning.
Gorgeous.
I think they did a fantastic job.
We didn't find any other characters, just the one.
I saw Maui's Hook.
The only one I got video of was Tafiti at the beginning.
I didn't see Hey Hey, and there's
a Moana, there's a Hey Hey and Pua.
That is a cool aspect of it, though. Like, there are characters from the movie positioned throughout. So there is a little bit of a scavenger hunt aspect to it. So if you're taking the kiddos, tell them to look out for those characters, because I think that'll kind of keep them interested. But it was beautiful.
And it's definitely, I think for the most part, it's targeted more at kids. Although, man, that's going to, on one of those really, really hot summer days, that attraction is going to be amazing to walk through and relax and cool off. And we got wet, but like in a good way, not soaked.
Yeah.
I took the wet path everywhere. My shoes are dry. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you're not going to get soaked by any means. I probably wouldn't wear like a long dress that drags the ground, or you're probably looking at having like a really wet bottom of your dress.
Overall, I loved it. I thought it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool.
I didn't love that I couldn't really like stand in front of each of the sections and immerse myself in it because of how crowded it was. Unfortunately, that is something at Disney that you just have to take with a grain of salt.
And I think that'll get better the older the attraction is. We do have to remember that for us pseudo-normal folk, this is the first time we've been able to see it.
Pseudo-normal.
Because cast members got a preview, media got a preview. This is the AP and Disney and DVC preview.
Yeah.
So it's really, we're getting into normal folk. It's the first time people can see it. So it's going to be packed like any first-time attraction.
For sure.
But I think it's going to get better over time. Because it is just a walkthrough. It's not, there's not a ride. There's not, it's the original Omni Mover.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful addition to this section of the park. I know there's a lot of people who will disagree with me. I think it makes total sense.
But for those people, grow up. This is world nature. So we have the seas, which you can't quite see. Seas. We have the land, and now we have the journey of water. It's world nature.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
I heard somebody else say, I think it was the Tim Tracker, said that this fits, or maybe his friend, Nick, yeah, that said this fits old Epcot, and it perfectly does. Each station has a little. I showed them to you guys, but it explains where sky fits in and how rain matters and how the land matters and all that stuff. And then you get some fun stuff to do. It's edutainment. This is what Epcot was founded on. Edutainment. This fits Epcot better than Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy does not fit Epcot. Sorry.
Okay.
There's no education involved in Guardians of the Galaxy. I love it. I will never do it again because it made me sick.
All right.
But
we're gonna move on before he starts a riot on YouTube. Come for him in the comments.
But it's not wrong.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah, come for me in the comments. But I'm not wrong. You're wrong. If you come for me, you're wrong, not me.
Wow.
But anyway.
This just escalated quickly.
Anyway, so quick recap. We waited about an hour to get into the virtual queue.
Yep.
once we were in the virtual queue, we only waited about 20 minutes. And then there was about another 20 minutes, so it probably was close to a 40-minute wait total.
Yeah.
But another 20 minutes actually in line to get inside the attraction. We were in the attraction probably for about 15 or 20 minutes too.
Yeah,
So
I think with the size of the crowds and the size of...
And you could have spent a lot more time in
What
the
would you
attraction.
call it? It's not a ride, but like...
Attraction.
Attraction, okay.
Yeah. Walk through.
And the size of it to walk through it,
Yeah.
I think that's about right.
So, but we're glad you guys were able to come with us. Now we're going to go work on a video about the Disney 100 celebration that just kicked off here at Epcot, which you'll hopefully see this week as well if you haven't already seen. So,
And just note before we go, this attraction does officially open to the public on October 6th.
So,
So
and there's
be here.
nothing that suggests to me that it will get delayed. It's fully functional.
Yeah, it's ready
So,
to go.
But we'll see you guys in our next video. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.